Here are my two Trinity stitch pockets done in the I Love This Yarn by Yarn Bee. You can find it at Hobby Lobby. This one here has been blocked with steam with my iron. I used the highest setting as well as extra steam, like it has a button to give it a pump of steam. So it's set on the highest setting and steam setting and an extra pump as I go. Because I like to really blow my designs open, my stitches open. You can see here, it really opened it up. The drape is just unbelievable. Look at that drape. Versus this one. Held on one finger. It just wants to just fold over and still kind of act like a square. This one, held on one finger. It just drapes nicely all the way around. So it will conform more to your body shape and hang well on the shoulders, I believe, if we are steam blocking. So this is what I chose to do. You can do what you want with yours. You can block it out on the bed. I never block anything out on the bed. I use my steam iron and my ironing board. My ironing board hangs on the door, so it kind of swings around on me. That kind of drives me nuts. So I might get myself a standing ironing board. I just like how this one is easy to store. So I'm quite often with all my stitching of wearables, I am quite often at the ironing board. I just want to take you guys along for this little portion of the Freebird's Cape Scarf. So that you can see how I do my steam blocking. If you haven't watched my other video I just put up today, steam blocking a shawl. This is not a lacy item. It's more textured. If you want more texture that you can feel, I suggest just blocking it out with pins or whatever. Blocking wires. I've never used blocking wires. So it is safe for the acrylic. Do not be afraid. Be brave. Be a rebel. All right, I'm going to pause this while I get my iron plugged in. I know she's ready when she makes a hiss and I push the steam button. She's ready. Make sure you have plenty of water in your reservoir. There's enough in there for this. This one has a big water chamber. I love that about it. It is, just in case you want to know, it's a Rival. Not an expensive brand. Here's what the bottom looks like. I think my husband did this to it. He uses it a lot. It looks scratched up. I don't know why, how it looks so scratched up, but probably time for a new one. So, let me show you the setting. That's full steam. This is like maybe half the amount of steam. That's full steam. So full steam, highest setting. Oh, he turned it down on me. He used it a couple days ago and was ironing his shirt. So it fills from the top right here. Make sure you unplug it before you fill it, blah, blah, blah. I gotta give disclaimers for stupid people. Just in case some stupid people are on here and want to find something to sue me over. I got a sweatshirt. I'm going to wear it in my next video today. In my This Week in Whips episode. Somebody tries to sue me for my content on my channel. They ain't going to get nothing but yarn. I got plenty of money in savings, but it's all in the form of stash or yarn, and it's stashed all over my house. So just be very generous with your steam. Even without hitting the button, it's still going to be just fine because it has steam. It's on the steam setting. I had it the wrong direction, but anyway, I always hit the button. Here it's steaming without punching it at all. You can shut your steam off and just do the infusion of the steam, which is great. But hit both sides. I'm just trying to get mine looking the same. You don't have to go crazy with it like I do. I just like lots and lots of drape, and I really like to open that design up. And it also gives the yarn a bit more of a sheen. So now see, there's a little bit of lace there. So it's a little skinnier when you pull up because it has more stretch vertically than it does widthwise. It seems like once you pull one way and then pull the other way, that's kind of, if I pull it this way, it gets skinnier. Pull it this way, it gets wider. So while it's still damp, I'm going to shut this off and I'm going to pull it out to the width I want it, and that's where it's going to stay, like this one did, nice and square. See, a little bit skinnier versus more square. All right, that's it for this section. Okay, so now we're back at the table. These pockets are all seam blocked. These two here turned out a little bit bigger, could be a difference in the stitch, but I can also go ahead and go back over this one, and because I went a little lighter on the feather stitch one. This has not been steam blocked yet, so there's not a whole lot of drape and it's pretty bulky. These have been. Holding it up on one finger just like I did the other blocks, and it drapes pretty good. It's nice and lightweight. So this is more bulky. It's almost like you stitched it with a chunky weight yarn. So I will be steam blocking this. I'm also going to work aggressively to lengthen it because I would like it to be 80 inches and it's 73.5. So I think if I get to 76 or 77 inches, I'm going to be quite happy with that. I'm not going to do this before doing this section. The transition rows are still here. My video the other day, I showed you how to transition to the other stitch. You can go, if you want to, you can go right into, you can skip that transition I did with the half double crochet row and then the single crochet over it. I just did that to bulk up the transition. I kind of like that little spiked detail it gives. Kind of Southwest look to it. But you can skip that and go right into doing your Trinity stitch with your other yarn if that's what you want to do. The stitch count's the same for both stitch patterns. So there you have where we are so far. And I'm going to get to work with my tan and do my armholes just the way I showed in the other video the other day. And if you have any questions, please comment below. Thanks for tuning in.